days, I feel quite shocked and insecure because of what I saw in the last few months. It is the serial blast in Mumbai and Delhi which makes me feel insecure. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Here is a story of a 12-year-old child who did a job of bravery by saving the lives of more than 1,000 people. Here the story goes. Suraj is a 12-year-old kid and is the only child of his parents. When he was 6 or 7 years old, he took admission in a junior school. He lives in a small village named Madhavpur. When he was 5 years old, his father died. Little Suraj was the only child of his parents. He was known as the most brilliant student in his class because he always stood first. Little Suraj was grown up and joined a middle school which was nearby a railway station. He had to walk down to his school every day by crossing those railway tracks. Slowly, final exams were knocking the door. He was fully prepared for his final exams. Again, his fellow teachers and classmates had full confidence on him that he will again stand first. Finally, the exams day had arrived. He was fully prepared. His mother put a tilak on his forehead, which is a Hindu tradition where every mother does it for his or her child before giving the exam. Suraj left home for school. He was lost in his thoughts. Suddenly, he got shocked. He stopped right near the railway tracks, from which he every day crosses to reach his school. He saw that fish plates of the railway tracks were missing. He was totally confused. He could see the outer signal of the station. He could also see the train coming from the long distance. The train was the Delhi-Guwahati mail, which every time crosses the Madhapur station, but never stopped there. The train was 1 kilometer away from the station. Little Suraj was totally puzzled. On one side was his final exams, for which he did a lot of hard work, and if he missed it, the entire year will be wasted. On the other hand, with the lives of the people who can die in vain if the train turns upside down because of the missing fish plates. Little Suraj was fighting with his thoughts for a few moments. But finally, selflessness and innocence won over selfishness. Suraj decided not to appear for his exams, and instead of it, he will save the lives of the people. Suraj quickly took off his shirt and he started waving in the air and started running towards that direction from which the train was coming. He started screaming, "Stop! Stop! Please stop the train! The railway line is broken here! Please stop!" Suddenly, the driver of the train saw Suraj waving his shirt in the air and running towards the train. He slowed down the speed of the train and stopped. The driver got down and started screaming on Suraj. He said, "Hey, you stupid fellow! What are you trying to do? Do you want to die?" Little Suraj replied very patiently. He said, "No, sir. I was not trying to commit suicide. It's just that the railway line is broken here, so I was trying to stop the train." Little Suraj took the driver to the place where the fish plates were missing from the railway tracks. Realizing selflessness and innocence of little Suraj, the driver bent down on his knees, kissed Suraj's forehead and said, "Son, today you have failed the plan of the terrorist, and by saving the lives of the people, you have done a job of courage, bravery, and you have showed your patriotism towards your country, for which your mother, the entire India and your motherland is very proud of you." After listening to these kind words, little Suraj was very happy. When news about the missing fish plates reached the Madhapur station, all the officers came running towards the accident zone. Some of the officers congratulated him and hugged him. Suddenly, one officer went to Suraj and said, "Suraj, today you have done a job of bravery, courage, and you have showed your patriotism, for which such a big accident has been stopped from being occurred. We have all decided to give you a bravery award for this." Little Suraj was very happy and his mother was very proud of him. Even his fellow teachers and classmates came and congratulated him, kissed him and hugged him. One of his teachers went to Suraj and said, "Dear son, today you have passed the real test, which is much more important than giving that exam which you had left home today." After listening to this, Suraj was very happy and he thought that his life has got more brighter with full of courage, bravery and patriotism. And with this brightness, he can overcome all the obstacles in his coming future. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I just want to conclude that the biggest obstacles of our country are corruption and terrorism. We can, yes, we can overcome these obstacles only if we fight with great courage and togetherness. Then only we can become the most powerful country in the world. Thank you.